Today's smartphones are packed with an incredible amount of powerful features and have replaced a few other tools and resources for us. So I no longer own a photo camera. The other day I used iPhone's digital measuring tape for getting the dimensions of the package that I was posting. So as a minimalist and aspiring traveler, as probably you are, I love having one device that I can carry that streamlines a few processes for me. However, it is important to acknowledge that a smartphone can also be a major distraction machine. I find that when we have tons of apps on our phones, we lose track what to use them for. And those smartphones don't necessarily then make us smarter. Do a quick exercise. Take your phone out and count how many apps you actually have on your phone. And then take a quick analysis of how many you actually use. I did this exercise and it has been really eye-opening, at least for me. So in today's video, I will share 5 steps how to maximize productivity on your phone. And at the end of the video, if you're curious, I'll show what's on my iPhone so that hopefully you will get a little bit more inspiration. Keep on watching. And those who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So let's get right into it. Step number 1, declutter your phone. Simply delete the apps that you do not use. When we buy a phone, it typically comes with a mountain of pre-built apps and pre-downloaded for us already. So delete what's not relevant to you. The other day I opened my mom's phone and she had like 200 apps in it and she even had no idea what these are being used for. So certainly that creates a distraction. So go through it and do a little bit of a cleanup. If you can't delete certain app but you don't use it, then simply create a dump folder and place them there. The less apps you see on your phone, the more mental clarity you gain to access the content that you choose. Those who follow the minimalists, we'll leave a link in the description box below. They suggest a packing party challenge to help declutter home. However, you can also apply it easily for your phone. And it's easier since you don't need to actually physically pack any materials. So all you would do is delete all secondary apps from your phone or place them into a folder and see what you'll want to bring back as you move along. And maybe set a reminder for 30 days and review what you've used within that time frame and further delete accordingly. And don't forget that you can always re-download most of the apps at a later time. Therefore, no need to keep just in case. I just keep reminding myself that I need to decide what I want to let into my productive life. Also, reduce app notifications in order to help you manage your attention. Go into your settings and update it. That way you won't get easily distracted by a pop-up of a random notification, which will completely break your focus flow. Remove the badge notification for social media not to see how many messages are pending. It will reduce temptation for you to open the app. Unless, of course, you do it during the designated time or a break. Your phone should serve you, not the other way around. Step number 2 is keep your home screen clean for essential apps only. When you open your phone, you should see only the apps that you truly want to see and that you constantly use. The ones that do not distract you from your main goals. As an additional tip, you may move all your social media apps to the second page and create the folder specifically for it. You can call it distraction, which would essentially create 2 additional clicks required to access the app and therefore reduce the desirability to open it. You may also update your phone background with a text or an image that helps you boost productivity. It should be really something inspiring. And be creative, you can always change it up. I mentioned in my New Year resolutions video, I will leave a link in the description box below, that I use the background which says scrolling is the new smoking, which I see every time I pick up the phone, and it certainly makes me pause a little to think about it, why I picked the phone up. And probably why I should put it down. It can be a real addiction to access contents constantly. Anyone else experiencing that? Or is it just me? Can't be just me. Step 3 is to use the useful features that the phone offers. As an example, I use phone's built-in alarm clock and the timer to help me stay on track with the tasks. I also use my iWatch a lot if you guys own one for that intent to boost my productivity and not to get carried away. As an example, if I take a coffee break, I may set a 10 minutes timer to remind me to go back to my desk, but also during those 10 minutes to fully unwind and not to be stressed out and keep on checking how much time I've got left. In the prior videos, you've also heard me mention that I use a timer to beat resistance. As an example, currently I'm building on my 15 minutes cleaning routine, and last year I did 15 minutes reading goals. So yeah, I certainly embrace those features. So take a look at your phone and really assess what features you could find additional value in. Step number 4 is to tame social media apps. I certainly find value in social media, especially to connect with others, also to unwind and engage with useful and meaningful contents. However, to maximize your productivity, I would encourage setting limits on certain social media apps. It's only recently I started using phone's feature to set a time limit for apps like Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, and I have really found value in it as I try to change my behaviors. During the first week, it was absolutely clear that 20 minutes on an Instagram wasn't enough for me, but at least then I have a little bit of a prompt and a little bit of resistance if I wanted to add on time, and also to kind of do a little bit of an assessment how much time I want or I need to engage on the social media apps. Sometimes social media platform is part of your productivity tool too, right? So make your assessment based on the context of your goals and what projects or tasks that you're working on. Step number 5, have less productivity apps. Take that minimalist approach. There are so many great products out there, and it's so simple to download an app based on the recommendation. However, if you constantly switch the platform and don't develop a routine flow or have to update feeds onto multiple resources, multiple apps, it really defeats the purpose of productivity and actually creates more work for you. I would recommend choosing only a couple of apps and truly embrace them. If you ask me what the apps are of my choice, I currently use Notion for organizing most of my activities and the habit tracker Done. So 2 of them. If you're not familiar with them, I will leave the notes in the description box below. Particularly with Notion, which is now a free app, yes, because last year it was paid one. I love accessibility from anywhere, whether it's my phone or a laptop. Also, it gives me versatility of the templates to work on, whether it's planning or project management, creative work, simple brain dump, etc. It's like a virtual notebook. That's how I would describe it. I hope you found these 5 steps useful in decluttering your phone and really increasing the productivity with the device that you carry around. And now if you're curious, I will show you what's on my iPhone, so keep on watching. Ooh, I should probably move over so that I could show you. I have only 2 pages and an opening customizable widgets page, which I've been really enjoying. It's sort of a newer iPhone's feature, and it really pops a random photo as a reminder of great memories. It also inspires to create new ones. As you can see, it also leads me to the shortcuts for my most utilized pages of Notion workbook, and pulls up my habit tracker reminders, the ones that I still need reminders on as I build them up this year. The main page contains the key calling and messaging apps, which is really what the phone is really intended for, isn't it? However, I also keep my productivity apps and educational apps on that page as I want to use them more. I also customize the bottom app layout by adding Books app, which falls under my right thumb and therefore most intuitive to open to prompt me to read more. The second page has only a couple of folders of grouped apps, either because I rarely use them or I'm trying to use them less. Hey, phones can certainly be addictive, but can also be very useful. During this video, I was actually so tempted to show my actual phone, but I'm currently using it for filming this video, and then I will use it for both editing and actually posting it on YouTube. I'm doing it all from my iPhone. It's certainly a small productivity machine, at least in my world. If you like this video, please give it a like and click the notification bell to be notified for when I post the next video, which will be next week. And in the meantime, be inspired and inspire others. Thank you for being awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.